Hello guys, I hope you are all doing well. In this video, we are going to learn about structure pointers in C programming language. So let's begin. To explain it, here I had made a structure with the name students and the variables name as S1. It is having three elements: roll number, gender and AV marks. Okay, basically average marks. So here three consecutive memory are given to our variable with the having the content of roll number, gender and average marks. Now if I do here printf of %u end of S1, then basically it will give me base address of our structure. Okay, let's say the base address of our structure variable S1 is 1216, right? So here it will give us output as 1216, right? Now in pointer or structure pointers, we use the pointer structure variable. Let's say asterisk of p. Okay, now this structure pointer variable, let's say p, will have some address of its own, and then this p variable will be able to hold some address of a structure variable, right? So I can write here p equals to end of S1. Okay, it means that p equals to end of S1 or p is equal to 1216 right now. Okay, so right now if I do here printf of %u and then I write here p, then it will give us output as 1216, basically pointing to the base address of our S1 variable, S1 structure variable, right? Now one thing to remember here is that when we use normal variable like S1, we use dot to access the element. For example, to access gender, I will write S1 dot gender. Okay, but if I want to access the elements using the pointer variable, then we use the arrow operator. Okay, arrow operator. So here will be the name of our pointer variable name and here is the element. Okay, pointer variable name and here will be our element, right? So now our structure pointer variable is pointing to this base location of our structure variable. Okay, and to access any elements we use the arrow operator, right? Let's say I am writing here S1 dot roll number equals to 45. Okay, so this value is 45 now, and after that I write printf %d and I write here p arrow operator and then roll number. In this case it will give me output as 45. Okay, why? Because our structure pointer variable is pointing to our S1 structure, okay, or S1 structure variable. Similarly, instead of p arrow roll number, we can also access using S1 dot roll number, right? This will also give me output as 45. So using structure pointer variable, we can take the address of any structure variable and then get the values and also change its value. For example, let's say I want to change the value of gender using the pointer variable, then I can write p then arrow gender equal to, let's say, m, right? And after that I'll write here printf then %c and I write here p dash gender. Okay, or I'll write here S1 dash gender. Both will give me output as m, right? M. Why? Because this particular location has been changed by our pointer variable here, which is p. Okay, note that the addresses pointed by our S1 variable can now also be pointed by our p variable. For example, let's say I'll write here S1 dot gender and end of S1 dot gender, and it will give us output as this is 1216. So the base address of our first element will also be the 1216. Okay, so if I write here end of S1 dot roll number, it will give also output as 1216. Remember that address of our structure variable and address of the first element of our structure variable are same. Remember that. And then it is taking 2 bytes. I am considering here 16-bit of compiler. Then this will be 1218 and this will be 1219. Basically this is end of S1 dot gender and this is end of S1 dot AV marks. So here if this will give us output as 1216, and the same particular address could be accessed by our pointer variable, which is using end of p capital P, then arrow operator, then roll number. Okay, it will give us also the output as 1216. Similarly, this will be now equal to end of P, then arrow operator, and then gender. The only difference is that in the case of the pointer variables we use the arrow operators, and in the case of the normal variables like s1 then we use the dot operators. So keep in mind in that whenever you are using the structure pointer variable. Another thing is that the pointer variable can also point after that in some other location. For example, here it was previously pointing to this location. Let's say I make another variable s2, okay, and I assign every value with 0, right? And then I can also write, let's say p equals to s end of s2. So now this pointer variable will be pointing to the base address of our second or another variable. Okay, so now if I write here p dash arrow and then gender, it will give nothing, okay, because I had initializing it with 0. Similarly, if I write p arrow roll number, then it will give me output as 0, okay, because initializing with 0, right? So this is how we use the structure pointer variable. Okay, remember that whenever we are using the pointer variable, structure pointer variable, we have to use the arrow operator. One thing, and another thing is that our pointer variable can point to any other structure variables. Okay, it can point to s1, then it can also point to s2, and any other structure variable it can point to. And for that particular variable, let's say s1 and s2, when we get the data like p dot gender, then according to that particular variable our data will be shown. Okay, so this is very easy concept, just remember arrow operator. Okay, so that's all for today guys. I hope you like the video. If you have any doubt, please comment it down. Thanks for watching and I have to see you in the next video.